Hey, Keller Williams, Lone Star, Keller Williams Round Rock, Steve Schleter here. Hey, I've got something new for you. We're doing a little something each week. I'll be posting these on Tuesday or Wednesday for you called Market Stats and MOFIRS. And what is a MOFIR? Gary's been talking about this a lot. MOFIRS stands for Making Offers for Immediate Response. And he said in a shifting market, it's the person with the right offers that's going to attract the right people to the opportunities of the market today. And the opportunities are often found in the numbers in what they tell us about the market and who and what who the opportunity is for and what the opportunity is. And so we're going to take a look at some Williamson County data right now. And then next week, we'll take a look at some Bell County data. And then we'll go look at Travis County. We'll dig into this a little bit and see what we can learn. And let me share with you, I'm going to share my screen. And let me share kind of what the data I'm working with came from. We went to the Texas Real Estate Resource Center site. And as you'll see right here, I've pulled Williamson County under trends, housing activity trends. And as I scroll down here, here's what we've got here. We've got the dates going back to January 2011. How many sales occurred, dollar volume, average price, median price. And we're going to focus on the median price today. And then they start to get some total listings and monthly inventory data as we get further down. And in fact, let's scroll down to the bottom for a minute and see what's happening. So you'll see that we've got a little bit of a downtrend in terms of monthly sales. The median price is actually given back a little bit. We were over here at 510 in April and May. Then we saw a little give back to 505, and now we saw a give back to 585. Certainly seeing listing growth, and months of inventory has climbed to 2.6. And let me dissect some of this for you. In fact, I'm going to go to my document camera and share with you kind of some perspective. And then we'll talk, what are some offers? What are the conversations we might be having with our database on this? So let me go to the document cam. And so here we go. Let's take a look at this. And so as we dig in, and we look at Williamson County, I went all the way back to 2018, and I looked at the median price. So we went from 18 at 276, 19, 286, up to 325, 441. And then year to date right now, we're sitting at 485. And that's with a give back. So that's coming down from 510. And we've seen inventory levels go from 2.3 back in 18. In 19, it was getting thin. Then we went to less than a month for 2 years, and then 2.6%. I'm sorry, not 2.6%, 2.6 months of inventory now. So we're kind of back up here to these levels. Now, notice when we were at 1.8 months, we were seeing an appreciation. Now, this was trending down in months of inventory, but we only increased in median sales price from 18 to 19.3, 3.5%. Now, we saw the jump in 20 by 12%, and this goes with that. And then in 21, we saw a jump of 26%. Year to date, we've seen a jump of 9%, and yet that's with some give back. And we could see a little more give back. But here's the thing. When we think about MOFIRS, we can still say the median sales price is growing in Williamson County. And so what kind of offers does that represent? And by the way, how might this help you in pricing a property where maybe the comps or, some of the crazy sales that occurred 3 to 6 to 7 or 8 months ago before the squat began to happen? I'm going to give you a little strategy on kind of maybe a beginning marketing price using some of what we have right here. Don't you love my finger? I kind of sliced it open. Sidebar. So let's take a look at this. What might be a MOFIR? One for potential sellers would be, hey, home prices in Williamson County year to date still up 9%, off of 26% growth the previous year. Housing market is still healthy for sellers. Like to have a strategy session on how to take advantage of today's market to still get top dollar. Call me today. That might be an offer that you make to a seller. If I'm making an offer for buyers, hey, sales price growth, is steady now. We're not seeing, not no longer double digits. Healthy market for home buyers with choices we haven't seen in, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. You have more inventory choices today. And when you think about it and you compare it to a half month supply, this is 5 times the inventory, and it's still a buyer's market. I mean, I'm sorry, still a seller's market inventory level. Remember, sellers markets are up to 5 months or so of inventory. 6 months, 5, 6 months is balanced market. Till you get 6 months plus is really when it's really a buyer's market. Now we're trending towards more months. This could have some give, and it could come back and not be 9% for the year, but it sure looks like it's going to be in positive territory. So this would be an interesting conversation to have with a buyer. And I would really probably make my MOFIR around the opportunity is that you have 5 times the selection you did versus December. Now, these were all December median prices versus December 2021. While they're still at low inventory levels, they still have to make good offers because home prices are still going up. Now, let's take a look at how this might help you in pricing. Let's go back to 2019 when we were at 286. Maybe you've gone into a neighborhood where some of the comps were these crazy bid up. There were the let's call it the unicorns, the ones that were super improved, sold for big dollars, and you're having a hard time dialing in the price. Go back and look in that neighborhood and say, what were homes like that one selling for in November or December of 2019 or January, February of 20? And use that as a base to start from. And then you look at the difference between that and the end of December 2021. And well, that's a 35% increase. So from here to here, the market grew 35%. And I've got 9% year to date, and yet I feel like there's a little give back maybe happening here. So if I wanted to play it safe, I'm going to say 35 plus 5, maybe 6, and that would be 40%. So go ahead and take whatever this number was up here for the comps in the area you're looking for late 2019, early 2020, increase it by 40%, and that might be a good foundational starting place for a marketing price. And what it does is it takes out of the loop the unicorns and the ones that really got bid up exponentially high, and it looks at the market as a whole in Williamson County. And we know that most things we're still getting multiple offers, and yet the median price trend, here it is. Now, you still have to use the usual due diligence on a CMA. In that area you're looking at, you're going to have to ask the question, what do the most recent comparables say, if they make sense and you can interpret them, particularly the most recent pendings, and how would this number applied to whatever this is in that neighborhood, how does that compare against the active listings? So it could be just a way for you to find a beginning place if the comparables are giving you some difficulty, or if people aren't responding to the price based upon the most recent comps. This could be a way to go check against the market as a whole, whether that's even in play or not. And then if that price based on neighborhood comps is too high, go find this number, 40% of whatever late 2019, early 2020 was, and use that maybe as a new pricing benchmark. So I trust that's helpful. You got a couple of MOFIRs here that you can use. And what we'll do next week is we'll dive into Bell County, and we'll actually look at maybe even going a little deeper on how this might fit into a pricing conversation at a listing appointment, especially when you have some challenging comparisons. So trust that was helpful. Market stats and MOFIRs. Look for more information coming your way. See you soon.